everyone, and welcome to another Voxedit Thursday evening with me, Panda Pops. Hello, MAS. You are indeed first. I started a few minutes earlier than usual, and I didn't really let the intro play as long as I normally would. How's the volume looking for you guys? Looking all right? So what we are going to be, in fact, I'm going to wait a few minutes, because I end up saying this a couple of times. So those of you that are here right now, you get to admire this and even maybe throw out some suggestions right now, what you think would look good on here. Do you like the monkey head on there? Should we make the monkey head a bit smaller? I feel like maybe hanging it on a hook might be kind of cool, and making it have kind of like more dead eyes or something be pretty good. But let me know what you're thinking. Also, because we imported over a human next to this to make sure we got the height and everything right, we've ended up with all the human animations down the side, which we do need to get rid of, other than idle. So what I am going to do is I'm going to quickly just save that, go over to this, and go to the file. We are on, where's it? Reorganized it, okay. And this is for the witches. Where's the witch? Can we see the W anywhere? Witch's cottage, there we go. Interior, there we go. So what we want to do is just get rid, where's, not coming up with any animations. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna go from here down to the run, sad salute. Okay, they're idle, so we're gonna get rid of those. Trinkets are fine. I think we've deleted, oh, combat. We don't need combat. We might need one of those, so we're gonna leave those. Enter, and yeah, we're only left with two different ones, so we're going to delete that one, and we're going to delete that one. But yes, what we are making today. Oh wait, I should probably do like a proper full introduction. So I am Panda Pops. On Thursdays we have 1 whole hour of Voxedit. Voxedit is a free-to-use software from the Sandbox game where you can make voxel assets. You can either make just a single model, or you can get a little bit more creative with making something like this. Or if you want, you can make like a human. Go down to the templates as well, where you can use an assortment of templates they've got ready-made, which you can recolor and like change a little bit. So, you know, I've done a few changes on some of these where, you know, you cut things up. Like there's one that looks like a wolf. Yeah, this wolf right here, I redid this to look like a fantasy inspired warthog, which is on the marketplace, so you can go and see that on the marketplace. Right now what we do is we make things that we use within the game that we're creating. Hey Necro, how you doing? So on Tuesdays, we rotate Tuesdays. 1 week we do 2 hours Voxedit, the other week we do 2 hours Game Maker, and everything we make on Voxedit is for the game that we're making on Game Maker, where I take your guys' ideas and whatnot. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to move Restream chat up, because we are going to be doing animations today. We've got a few little bits to add on here, but we are going to be doing some animations. I think a spoon in here in the cauldron will be fine. Also, it's got to be moved a little bit, just so we're not getting that issue there. Right, probably have it overhang slightly there. That won't be too much of an issue. Oh wait, no, was I gonna put animation on this? I didn't think I was. What do we think? Do we want do we want animation on this, or are we happy? Because remember, with it having animation, means it puts a collision boundary around the entire asset, which probably won't be too bad because we've got a lot of stuff on the table. So it might not be too bad of an idea to have animation. But let's get the woodwork on the rest of this bench done while we're here. I want to keep most of it fairly simple. Love what I'm doing. Thanks, Santi. Appreciate that. Which reminds me, is anybody doing any of their own creations that they maybe want to talk about or ask questions about, if there's anything you're stuck on? And if there's a particular tutorial you want to be covered, let me know. As some of you may notice, I do have Premiere Pro opened up right here. I am editing my first tutorial, well, my first it's not my first tutorial, but the first tutorial in the Voxedit series that I'm doing. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully that will be out tomorrow. But if there is anything in particular you want covered, do let me know and I will try my best to cover it. I want to keep this relative to Sandbox style to some extent, so I'm not going to go too detailed with the wood. But let me know if you want to see animations on this. We definitely can put some animations on it. Just take a little bit of time to figure out what it is we do with it. All I'm doing right now is just giving it a little recolor in some places. On the back, it's mostly going to be positioned at the back anyway, so I don't want to put too much detail, but maybe we could just make it look like a secret compartment or something. Like some spell, like a secret jar inside. There's like danger. Just put like X on it. Like the special hidden compartment. Doesn't look too bad, right? Yeah, let's. Oh wait. No, don't finish. I was gonna do 2 tones on here. There we go. Right, let's have a little look how that looks. Not too bad. Little secret compartment at the back. I'm quite happy with that. I am gonna add a wooden spoon for sure. So what I'm going to do is, do I have a spoon? I might have a spoon. If I do, it'll be on the Monday one, on the ramen stand, final ramen, entitled. We could probably use like the chopstick and redo that. So create, and we're gonna call it spoon, because don't really need the spoon end because it's going to be in the cauldron. But we may need to do a little change with a few bits. Like make it a bit bigger for one. Kind of looks alright. I will make it 2 voxels. Fill that up, and I am going to recolor it. I'm gonna go for maybe just a darker shade. Looks kind of okay, and then we'll go for the slightly lighter shade. Just no. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that definitely looks like a spoon inside of that, right? So I am here to answer any and all your questions related to Voxedit and Sandbox to the best of my ability. If you have any of those questions, feel free to ask them. And yeah, we're just gonna have an hour of creating. We do have a list of things that we do want to get done, so if there's anything you can think of, please let me know, and we will definitely work on making some stuff. It has to be somewhat fantasy medieval inspired. We need another trinkety thing just to go in there, but I'm not sure what. I'm going to call this trinket 3. Yep, wave trinket 3. Just gonna edit this. It's not even going to be the same as this at all. Maybe similar dimensions because we know that fits. We'll make it 4 high. What would we find on a witch's workstation? Work bench. Yes, I am googling witch's workbench. Find it easier to make sure you add the word like fantasy or drawing, and it comes up. Comes up with better images. Oh, I don't want Final Fantasy. Apparently not. Never mind. I've done vials. We got vials of things. I don't really want a vial. It needs to just be a random small item. Maybe it can be like a little small jewelry box of some sort. Go for like a bronze. We'll fill this up. Can I make that fit? I don't know. Let's make it... Let's make it green. Make it all green. And then from there, we're gonna have like a block, I guess. If back a green top. And hinges. That. And we can add, if these are emeralds, like this is a bit more emerald. Just like make it look like it's diamond encrusted. There, and then we'll have like sapphires at the front. Are we liking this so far? Maybe. Let's just see what it looks like. Let's call this trinket box. Let's see about the size, because if we can make it a little bit bigger, we will. Okay, width-wise, that's about all we can do. We could give it a little bit more height, but I'm not sure what that will accomplish. I have, in the past, made a key. Hopefully, I still have the key. Is it on my speed build? No, it's not on my speed build. I bet I've... Oh, wait. March, maybe? April? It must be March. Where's March? We go. Key. We've got a key right here. Everybody needs a key. Don't be afraid to reuse items. Definitely get some reused items out there. That key is massive. You're going to have to make a smaller key because that is huge. I mean, what's the key for? Definitely not that jewelry box. Right. We could potentially just make this slightly smaller. Just do that. I think should be fine. And all we'll do, we're not going to make it that much smaller, really. All we're really doing is just doing that. Taking a little bit of it off. It still looks like a key, just a smaller key. Definitely too big to fit in there. Much too big for that. I think as well, I might do sort of like a little sneaky thing. Where will it be? D drive, Voxedit over there. What month would it have been? Maybe December. Tortoise toy table. Where is my rubber ducky? Basically, I'm looking for a rubber ducky. December, January. Okay, so January, maybe? Lord plan. Nope, not January. February. Toy box, there we go. Should be, there we go. Ducky, rubber duck. Create duck. So for anybody that doesn't know, there's a whole thing with the Sandbox and hidden rubber duckies around games, and I made a rubber ducky for numerous of my old assets back in sort of like December, January time. So I want to just add a duck in. I'm gonna put like a little witch's hat on it, I think. So we're gonna go up to a 10 in height. And I don't know how well this is gonna look, but we'll find out. Add that like that. More like an afro. There we go. Right, and if we just do it like that, that's a little bit like a point on a witch's hat, I guess. Do we think this looks enough like a witch's hat? What do we think? Yeah, it looks like a witch's hat. It looks enough like one. Let's save it. So the witch has a random rubber ducky. Okay, so I feel like we're probably not going to add an animation to this. We're just going to leave it how it is. I like how it looks. It's got a lot of little bits going on here and not too many faces, which I like. Even though we've got lots of little trinkety bits and bobs. I feel like maybe another potion bottle. We'll have a potion. I'm gonna call it potion 3 and potion 3. Could have probably have done with just making a bottle empty. Don't know how well that will look. Should we just maybe change the bottle color? We'll go for a gray. And then we'll go for like a lighter brown, I think. The green can stay. Keep it green, but just a different color bottle. I like that. What do we think? It's super quiet today. Everyone's super quiet. That sort of matches my tone right now. It is a quiet day. But I'm really happy with the witches table. I definitely think we should do like a giant witches cauldrons. Yeah, I think we will. That's going to be an added thing to the list. So we finished that. Let me go here so you're not meant to see like half of that stuff. Where is my list? My list. There we go. So potion workbench is done. Oh no. Oh. That full. Cool. Should we, you know what? We've already started making the cauldron. Should we just make a cauldron? We'll make it animated and all that cool stuff. So, Voxedit. Where are you? Which is interior, and we're gonna call this one large cauldron. So what you can't do is you can't size things up, unfortunately. Actually, kinda can. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. So, control node. Create cauldron. Well, that's not how you spell cauldron, but we're going with it. Spoon. That's not how you spell spoon. Apparently I can't spell anymore. Right, import. So we're actually just going to go here. Get this cauldron while we're at it. And, I mean, really big enough. But this is what I mean. So we're moving the cauldron here. And I'm going to go in. So you can't just, like, make it, like, really, like, you can't just... You can double the size of the voxel. So what I can do is I can click this. So you see it's on 14, 10, 18. So I do that, and now I've effectively doubled the size of it. See how big it is now? So that is how you can, and then I can double it again. Now it is incredibly large. And it's probably too large. And I could definitely have gone into more detail on the cauldron with it being this large. What I'm going to do is I'm going to size it down because I feel like actually 40 height will probably be okay. Let me just come out of this and go to our table. What is our height for this bench? That's 36. Okay, 40 height is probably too high. We definitely do need to make it go lower, but we can go about that a much easier way. See, the thing is, before, which I can show you from jumping over into this, that as you can see on this one, it's like one voxel from the side. See how we're slotting in here? That's just one voxel right there. And if we... That's the same thing. I'm so sorry. We go to the cauldron now that we've doubled the size. It's now numerous. See, look, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have doubled it. The only issue is, let's say you're doing like a human, and I showed this on one of my previous streams. If you go back to when I did the witch, when we're making the witch, I talked about it there. So go and find that. That was last Thursday, I believe. So check that out. 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. That 37. Probably one. All right, we'll just. looks about fine. Let's just go down 34. I'm thinking maybe a smidge fuller. But we do want to make this come across here. Can't do because we've made it to like that. Okay, so we'll go 1, 1. Right, that looks about even now. And we've gone down to 31, so I'm going to make this 34 so we can grab hold of this and drag it over. Okay, that's not too bad. We do need to bring the handles down slightly. Also, these handles are going to be far too large now. Like the normal human hand is not going to grasp those giant handles. So we're actually, you know what, we're just going to do the whole handles again, I think. If we bring them in and delete them from the side, might be a little bit better. 1, 2, yeah. Looks a little bit more like they could actually grab hold of it. Maybe just pull it out 1 there. Pull that up. 1 more across. There we go. That doesn't look too bad at all. I definitely want this centered again. And the cauldron water is just a little bit too deep. Right, I want to get that. Okay, so it's that color. That is perfect. Oops. And then we're going to just fill that entire basin. And this is where it... Whoops. Probably got to do a little bit more. But yeah, how is everyone? How is your Thursday going? Please let me know. Please, please, please. Let me know how you're doing. Are you looking forward to the weekend? For many of you, it's got to be a fun time. For me, it just means I've got to go to my actual job. And that's not... I'm not really looking forward to that. I'm not going to lie. I'm really alert. I've got to the point where I'm a bit sick and tired of it, but it's one of those things you just gotta grin and bear it and stick it out for as long as possible. But I'm sure there's a better way I could have gone about this, but this is the way I am choosing to do it. But yeah, what's everybody's weekend plans? Let me live vicariously through you, please. Well, that didn't work. Okay. I just made a hot mess of that.
Hey, I'm Talon, and this is Rumpus, and I'm going to show you how to start an online t-shirt business. Let's go. First,
living your best life and pushing voxels around all weekend. Oh, do you know what? I can't wait to see what else you make. That's amazing. What I saw you post earlier, that was friggin' awesome. Right, I'm gonna leave that green there so I know to choose that green. I'm gonna leave a little bit of that yellow there. Gonna leave the olive there and that green there. I've got a bit of all the colors that I need. Thanks, no problem. I'm super jealous of you for being able to just push voxels around all weekend. Let me do that. Let me join you doing fun stuff. Somebody needs to convince the Sandbox to, like, hire me. Like, officially, so I can quit my job. Be like, yeah, I've got a job, don't worry about it. I just realized I've been doing all of this, and these are now, like, much bigger than the voxels I was dealing with before. Doesn't quite work out to be looking the same. Figure it out. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna fill this whole section in. We'll work it out later. Work it out later. Right. Now keep up the hustle. Oh, I wish I could. Do you know what? So I'm sure absolutely everybody has had these moments, but I am having one of those moments where it's like, it's more to do with just my actual job I have to go to compared to everything else. Everything else I love doing. I love doing the hustle, love playing the NFT games, recording videos, doing the social media stuff, doing voxels, all of that. I love that. Streaming, love it. Editing videos, I don't so much love that as much as the actual streaming process, but I don't hate it. It's something where it's like, yeah, cool, this is cool. And half the time I'm learning some form of new skill to learn something new. But oh my gosh, I was like sat on the sofa before coming onto the stream just thinking to myself, oh, I have to go back to work. Like, it's that time of the week already. I've got to go, and I was just not feeling it, like, at all. I was like, this is just not what I want to do. I just don't want to be doing it. So yeah, obviously I've still got to keep up the hustle and all that fun stuff, but oh, just, it can be just so demoralizing when you're just like, oh yeah, there's that I've got to do. And just add some of like these smaller bits in between of them. I'm sure other people have felt that way as well. Well, if it makes you feel any better at work right now, all of my appointments cancelled on you. I'd rather have, like, I mean, I have to work. There's no cancelling of my work unless we end up in like another lockdown or something. But yeah, it can be irritating to go into work and then not actually have any work to do. We should probably like make like an eye or something. We've got all this to deal with now in terms of like size and stuff, so we could essentially just add random darker patches, even darker bubbly patches inside. Now that we're making this big thing. We'll reach the dream, guys. We'll get there. I believe in us all. We'll all make it. I'm thinking maybe like frog's legs. I'm just not. How do frog's legs look? Right, I'm gonna do the frog's legs in this really dark color just so I can get an idea. Okay, so we're gonna want this. Kind of like that. Like webbed toes. Is that kind of like, I don't want it to like definitely, I want it to be ambiguous frog's legness. Does that kind of give you frog leg vibes? Maybe if I just add like a pool of pinky red right there. Does that kind of give you those vibes? What else would you find? Like, it's a good witch. Like, she's a flower. We could put a flower in here. Is, you know, she is a good, generally a good witch. So I made a bunch of flowers the other day. I should be able to make a friggin' flower. Okay, so I get it. You're invested. Oh my gosh, this has got so many. This video today, the music being absolutely awful. What do we think? Do we like that? I quite like that. I definitely feel like maybe could we go for like some random bright greens in like a few places? Make them darker. Oh, I like that. You just have that like dotted around. Oh, I really like that. That makes it look like the potion's really coming alive. So what we're going to do is just, oh wait, did we trim volumes? Yep, volumes have been trimmed. Now we can put more detail on the cauldron, and we probably will, but let's just get a little bit more done on here. So let's add the spoon, which is now like absolutely tiny. So we're going to do the same here. So we're actually going to click this and size it up. We may have sized it. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Give it a tilt. Side. Like back tilt. There. Now, this is still meant to be handled by a witch, so, or a person. So maybe I need to make it, at the very least, 3. Thick right there. 8 across might be a little bit too much, so let's make it a 7. 32 long, I'm alright with it being 32 long. but we're gonna have to make it look a little bit more like a spoon. And because we've got all this addedness, we can now see get a little. It even makes the bottom look like a spoon too. Okay, and doesn't quite look like a spoon. It look enough like a spoon though. Definitely think we need to pull that back up. Does that look enough like a spoon? Like a giant paddle spoon, I guess? Maybe? Let's go for a slight lighter color. Actually, a darker color for the inside of the spoony bit. Maybe even if we go for like, yeah. 2, 3, 4. With a slight darker color. That's probably. And we probably need to give it a little bit more definition on there. But yeah, that definitely looks like a spider. Okay, so not a spider, a frog. Let's just add the witch to this. In fact, that's the thing. Should we have the witch on this? Should we have her in this? Because that could be something that we add in there. I could probably make her look a little bit different. What am I doing? I meant to import hierarchy. That's what I'm meant to be doing. There she is. Does have a staff, so I'll have to. Where's her legs? Oh. That is like perfect height for her. Hey, Kinky, how you doing? Finally free for the day? It's the evening. What do you mean finally free for the day? It's almost 9 o'clock. You mean that kind of free. We all like that kind of free. Right, we need to... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her out. Oh, all our body parts are going to be in there. Right, we're going to have to delete all of these just so it doesn't mess up with everything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of her and I'm going to switch over her hand to be the other hand that she needs. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and go into my files and go to where I made her, which is Sandbox stream, because that's today, which is cottage, and then which good final. Oh. And we're going to copy, gonna paste. Yeah, call it Which Good Cauldron. And yes, she will be called Poppy. And then what we do is we go to open. We're going to choose that one. I'm going to open her up, but what we can also do... Oh, it's not in here. Oh, there's the other hand. So what we are going to do for the hand is we're going to switch it to her normal hand, and we're going to give her a glove just like this one, which I need to double check on the colors. So we're using green number 2 there, and this is our own color that we made. Copy. So we did from there. Oh wait, these are a lighter color. There's also another one that I made, so I've got to go back twice. This is why Magica Voxel is better. I've never used it, but I know it's better because of that reason. Because you can just jump in and out and like select those colors. No problem. Gonna copy that as well. Move over here, move to the hand, and we're gonna add and paste. And what we are going to do is for the fingers, they're going to be that color. The rest of her hand is going to be all of this purple color, which is going to get changed in a moment because we're going to go to the green. I believe I'm going to have to look back as well. I believe it covers... Can I see her other hand from here? Not well enough. But it definitely covers that and the bottom. And the top of her hand. And now we'll go and have a look. Right. Big fan. Hey! Oh my god, it's the NFT lady. I'm the NFT lady? Ah! That's lovely. Thank you. Hey, Shadow. It's been a while. How are you? Yes, I have missed you. Always miss you, Shadow. What you been doing with yourself? Right, so... Not where the thumb is. Up here is 1, then the green, and then it's just that corner of the hand. Okay, that's all we needed to remember. Can I remember it? But thanks, Bertsicle. Great name. Right, what have I got? She needs to stir the bowl of hot sick. It's not a bowl of hot sick. What do you mean about the bowl of hot sick? Not a bowl of hot. Right, so that goes there, and I've done it wrong. There we go. Beautiful. And trim, so we don't have that collision. And her arm. How many voxels? Like it goes on her arm. That's the wrong arm. Left. 1, 2. 2 voxels. Grab this and we go and do 2 voxels. I've been busy working 2 jobs and starting a new school. You started a new school? Wow. Making money, trying to make new friends. Awesome. Really good. I hope everything's going all right for you. I know you're... Oh, I did the arm placement wrong. What's wrong with me today? I know what's wrong with me. I cannot be bothered to be awake. I need sleep, guys. I just need... As much as I would love to do like a whole weekend. I want to get like a bunch of videos ready, and then I just want to have like 2 weeks just off work. I don't care about like coming on doing my streams. They're quite fun for me to do. But yeah, yeah, I need some like actual time off. I feel like I'm never having time off. Right, so she is done. She's done. What we're going to do now is go to control node. We're going to call this witch. And off of here, we're going to go to import hierarchy. I've talked about it a couple of times. We're going to go for this one, the copy. And now we have her. If anybody, there was a person that mentioned like, oh, can you do like proper rigging and stuff? Yeah, you can. And to see the rigging, you look here. So she's actually connected to all of this because she's connected to the control node, which is connected to the root. The root is center point, and the cauldron's connected to that, and so is the spoon. But I can just animate her freely without needing to move any of these other bits and pieces. But whenever you rig anything up, it will have a skeleton. Like all of these points are all connected. So when it comes to animate, they're all still connected from that center point. I just don't often... Oh, I didn't save her. I just don't often have that bit turned on when I'm doing stuff. Also recently my D-Live keeps crashing and lagging. It says, oh, that sucks. It really sucks that it's being like that. I can't believe it's almost been an hour since I finished, and I feel like I've done nothing for you guys. We finished off the potion table, just adding a few little bits and pieces. And, well, actually, I did show you how to enlarge things. That's always handy. So yeah, we've got the witch. I am going to have her like tilted a little bit forward. That. I'm wondering whether to make this like a 2-witch thing, so we'll make like another witch. We need her in like a good starting position, so I'm gonna get her in her starting position. Okay. Watching, thanks. I remember watching your Axie stuff and decided to get into it. Oh, have you been liking Axie? Did you do your due diligence research on looking at teams and stuff? SLP looking. Oh, see, people say that, but I mean, if you're coming in from looking at SLP at like 20 cents, 30 cents, then yeah, you're gonna be like, oh. But as somebody who's come in from there not ever being SLP, the only way to make money is if you happen to be able to breed some good axes and sell them for more than it costs breeding, which, by the way, was much cheaper 2 years ago. But there was no SLP, none of that. And then when SLP did come in, you were lucky to see it hit like 2 cents. And then when it did start averaging between like 2.5 to 3 cents, that was like amazing. And people were like cheering when it was like hitting 4 or 5. So from looking at that, from that perspective, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's still good overall. Yeah, I mean, playing a game, you gotta look at it that way. Like, you're earning money, you still own those NFTs, you're earning money, plus they still haven't released everything. They've got Battle version 2's coming out soon. They've still got the whole land gameplay aspect to have in. So there's going to be a lot more to come and to happen. And obviously what I tell everybody is obviously SLP is a utility token. It's not their governance token. Their governance is AXS. You definitely should invest in AXS if you can afford to. But obviously, since they've started using AXS for breeding, obviously AXS is now like a utility as well. But it doesn't stop it being its governance token. But I would suggest as well, if you are looking into things, obviously Sand for the Sandbox is looking very nice, a good investment to get into, especially considering they still haven't fully released into the metaverse yet. So is definitely one you could look into for sure. Okay, I've got an idea of what I want her to do. I definitely want to throw some more frog's legs into this. So what I am going to do is, can I just name frog legs, load down. I do want it in the, and we're gonna grab like the dark read right from here. Not quite gone to how I want it to go. Never mind, I'm gonna do it how I want. Right. Frog leg. Boop. 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 Go. That kind of looks like frog leg, right? And we're gonna add a little bit of this. A bit of that. There. That there. Trim it. And I actually want to move the... Actually, the pivot being there is perfectly fine. I don't mind so much. Right, and we want to go off of the control node. Make it small. And we're going to call it frog legs. Frog leg. There's my frog leg. Let's just see what that looks like. Okay, so it's for like a big frog. Okay, but it's still like handheld size. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this in here. And what's going to happen is during the animation, which we will get into next Thursday, because next Tuesday is 2 hours of Game Maker, unless you want me to do another split it in half. I feel like maybe doing 2 hours Game Maker might be best. What we're gonna do is that frog leg, there'll be an animation, her arm will come up as if she's pulled it out of her pocket, and she'll throw it into here, and we'll see like some like color bubbles come up, and we'll see the frog leg shimmer in. Sandbox, yes, so Sandbox is going to be a play to earn metaverse. Currently they're in the land sale stage. It's going to be, think like Roblox Minecraft meets the blockchain. That's the best way I describe it to people. This is what I'm actually doing right now. This is for the this is a personal project, but I am using Voxedit, which is a free to use software from their site, which I will get up for you guys, which you can download and you can start making stuff. Now you won't be able to upload it unless you're a pre-launch asset artist, but you can definitely play about with it and learn the software. You just out here making stuff? Yeah. Today, anyway. And I'm only up, well, technically I'm meant to finish now. I did start 5 minutes early as well, but we'll probably keep it going for another 5 minutes. We're gonna do frog leg 2. Somebody else give me another, maybe like a bug. Throw a bug in there and a flower. Definitely want to put a flower in there. She can throw a flower in. Sure. But for a bug, we'll just go for like a brown bug. I don't want to do anything too in-depth. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Okay, my league game start. Okay, have fun. A ladybug. Okay, Kinky, we'll go for a ladybug. We'll just change this to red. I know their legs are black and we'll change that, but we'll just get it all red. Like legs. Oop. And I know they don't have green eyes, but I'm giving them green eyes. It's a weird bug. I mean, it is for the fantasy game, so it makes sense. There we go. I mean, aren't you happy with that bug? Bug. Could even have it just being a thing on the side. In fact, I could do that. I could animate this. I'll have to like break it up. Okay, right. Your choice is I could either have this as something she puts into the cauldron or just something I end up animating that will scuttle along the sides and maybe along the bottom. We could put like a couple in. But that would take more time. The only thing I would have to do, which actually probably wouldn't take too long, I might even make the eyes separate, but what I would have to do is the legs would be separate from the body, so I could make it scuttle. And I would also want to do the eyes and maybe even make a separate mouthpiece to make it look like it's talking, but maybe not because it's a very small creature. In fact, we'll keep the mouth how it is. But I like that idea. I think I like that. But I'll let you guys do a little choose because I'm going to finish in a moment. So I'll want to make it so like the eyes just sort of like twist a little bit. And we'll do the legs separate. So what I'm going to do is change this to bug leg. And the best way to do this is to do it this way. And we're going to grab this and we're just going to delete everything other than like one leg. Center it. So now we've got a leg. Whoops. I did it to the wrong one. Okay, we'll rename this to rename to bug underscore leg. And we'll rename this to bug body and copy to bug eye clone. So bug eye, right. I'm making sure I'm deleting the correct one this time. Gonna delete everything other than just one eye. Dunk it. Oh, you want me to dunk it? Okay, I'm gonna have one run along the edge and one dunk then because I feel bad. I feel quite attached to it now. I know that seems really silly, but I do. Right, so we're gonna get rid of the eyes off of this and get rid of the legs. And create, I'm gonna call this bug node. And then we're gonna move bug there. Right, bug body is gonna go there. The leg's gonna come off of the body. Where's my bug body? And this is what we'll do. We'll have it attached like this. Where's that skew width? I've not rotated anything. Oh, that'll be rotated from when I rotated. Right, that should be fine. Right, so we've got a leg. Like there. I'm just gonna make this so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to duplicate leg 2. Move it so it's there. And then we're gonna do leg 3. There. Leg 4. Right. Leg 5. And leg 6. Right there. And then we're going to do the eyes. So off of the body. Going to create child. We're going to call this eye 1. Move the eye to it. Have the eye there, and then duplicate eye 2. And there we go. So we got exactly what we've made, but now we can edit these separately so we can actually make it move and do all sorts of stuff. Right, sorry, I'm gonna catch up. Bat, ladybug, yay, dunk it. Okay, I like bat. Hey, Crazy Power, how you doing? Have a good evening, Panda. I need to log out. Talk to you later. No problem, Necro. I've got to finish as well. It's 9:10. I have run over 10 minutes, but I don't mind because it's for you lovely, lovely people. But at the same time, I do actually need to finish as well. So I'm just going to position this little guy. I think I'm going to position him. Maybe we could have it so he's running along and then he gets over to her. And she throws him in, and then there's like a second one that crawls up and stands there at the end of the animation in the exact same position that the one that was thrown in is in there. So it ends in a nice way. Nice bug, thank you. Wine time. Ooh, not for me, no. I've got work in the morning. It's get ready for bed time. It's go to bed ridiculously early. The second one is crying. Ah. But yeah, what we can do now is, because we've got this bug, I'm going to go and duplicate it. And I'm going to call this bug 2. It's right there. Oh, wait, I should have given it a separate node. Wait a second. If I do bug 2 node. I don't know why that all had to be in caps. Move it to there. Go back, go back, go back. Right, if I duplicate bug node, there we go. So if I duplicate that to bug node 2, and then just go to the bug body. There we go. Right, so this one's actually going to start inside. Because this is where you hide things. You hide them all inside. So then you can animate it to come out. Now we've got, because we've put a human template, we had this earlier, because we've put a human template in here, the template's animations automatically translate over to them. So when it comes to me deleting these, I need to delete all but the one that says idle, which I can't. Where's my idle one? There we go. So idle 01 is the only one we want to keep. And I'm just going to show you how I do that. I did show you earlier today, but I will show you again. It's one of those that I think is really important. So if you do end up watching and skipping over bits, hopefully you'll see this at some point and you'll understand what you got to do. So we go to where our animation is. So it's in the interior and it is large cauldron. And in here, we go down to where we don't delete any of these. Oh yeah, here we go. It's the dance, crouch, walk, all of that. Second. So we're going to get rid of, right, crawling, crouch, okay, right down to flee there. Okay, I can't see, okay, idle's down here, so I'm going to take all of those out. The VXAs, you're looking for the VXAs, and take those out. There is a run, swim, idle, talk, taunt. Okay, so we're gonna go to this one, take those out, and anything else I'm gonna leave in and delete manually. So this one, delete. Oh, I left quite a few in actually. Okay, I'm gonna delete those later. I left too many in. I thought I'd only left like 4 or 5, but deleting that many takes up too much time. Anyway, this software seems complicated, but cool. It's not too complicated once you get the hang of it. Hopefully, if it's not out tomorrow, it will be out Saturday. I haven't finished editing it, but the first video in the tutorial series I'm doing, because this is still going through updates, I'm doing it on the modeler side of things. So we're talking about how to actually create a model, which is obviously a lot easier. It's when it gets to the animator side of things, you might feel like it's a little bit more complicated. If you want to know what each episode in the tutorial series will be about, then find my video on like what's going to happen in the series. It's like Voxedit tutorial series. Let me find it. It's a little while ago. My tutorial series got delayed a lot, but we're just gonna pause it over this because I'm quite happy with how this looks, to be honest. Right, so if you go to my YouTube, it is the Sandbox Voxedit overview for basics. So basically it's me telling you what I'm going to be doing during the series, basically. But anyway, I am going to finish. This is only meant to be between 7 p.m. GMT to 8 p.m. GMT. I have run over. I usually do. I've actually really enjoyed making this. I think if I go here, we can go to the color theme. And there we go. I just wanted to get rid of that. Go to preference and mid dark theme I want. No, that doesn't get rid of the things. Never mind. Can't remember if we can get rid of the squares, but I will screenshot that. I'm really happy with what we're creating there. But let me do my whole goodbye thing. Boom, here we are. Nice transition. Anyway, I will be back at the weekend to do a stream. Not too sure what we will be streaming, but we will be streaming something. So stay tuned for that. Don't know what time, so don't ask because I don't know. And otherwise, I will be back on Monday on the Sandbox official channel, so check out the Sandbox on Twitter, Twitch, DLive, Discord, all that fun stuff. Go to Thesandbox.game to find out more about them and what they're all about. If you want to, you know, have a little research, but I'll be on their channels at 6 p.m. GMT UTC. Convert that to whatever local time it is for you. Otherwise, the next Sandbox stream I'll be doing on my channel will be Tuesday, 6 p.m. GMT for 2 hours. Where we'll be doing 2 hours of the Game Maker. That's where we are creating a game together. Anyway, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye.